This video is sponsored by Shortform.
Hey everyone. According to a study conducted by Google Books, there has been more than 129 million books published since the invention of Gutenberg's printing press in 1440. And now in 21st century, book publishing has never been so easy. There is close to 1 million books getting published annually now, and if you add self-publishing books, we are looking at close to 4 million books getting published each year. But the problem is you had 365 days a year in the year 1440, and you have 365 days a year even now. Your time is limited, your time is precious. If you waste your money, you can always get back your money. But if you waste your time, you cannot get it back. So every time you're picking up a wrong book to read, you're just wasting your time. I wasted some precious time myself reading books which did not add any value, and I can remember giving up reading a book midway. So in this video, I'm going to pick and discuss 3 non-fiction books that added tremendous value in my life, and I think these are a must-read for everyone in 2023. Watch this video till the end so that after I cover those 3 books that you must read, I'll let you know the process and the technique that you can deploy to choose and make some very solid judgment on which book to read and which not to, even before you buy a book, thereby saving your precious money and definitely your precious time. Let's dive into it. Number 3 on the list is this book right here, Sadhguru's Inner Engineering. This book was an instant New York Times bestseller, and it added tremendous value to my life. And I'm sure it has made tremendous impact in many people's lives as well. What really sets this book apart from any other books out there is the fact that it does not talk about outside material world that mankind created. It takes you right inside your body, right inside your mind. The first part of the book is a bit like a short autobiography of Sadhguru himself, where he narrates the story of how he experienced a dimensional shift in him spiritually and how that changed his life forever. Now, the second part of this book talks about the ancient Indian wisdom of energy chakras, meditation, yoga, naris, and much more. Now, this book will not teach you yoga, but it explores the science behind it, how yoga is not only a physical exercise. It explores body, mind, energy like none other. And after reading a few pages, you will definitely get sucked into the world of inner engineering. A must-read book for people of all ages. I can term this book safely as life-changing. Number 2 on the list is Simon Sinek's Start With Why. Now, this is one of my personal favorite, and honestly speaking, this kind of book comes once in a century because it fundamentally changes the way we look at things, especially in the field of business, leadership, and innovation. Start With Why became the bestseller in no time, and Simon Sinek was all over the news and internet. The core concept of the book resides in Simon's theory of a golden circle, which explains why some companies like Apple, Harley-Davidson, Southwest Airlines, Gucci, and others became so inspirational, and they get a cult-like following from their customers and fierce commitment from their employees. Why they can consistently keep innovating and provide value to the world and their customers. The Golden Circle theory argues that whatever product you offer and how you make that product has minimum impact on customers and employees. But why you make that product in the first place has more deeper connect with your customers and employees. If your company's vision, mission, and purpose is not inspiring, and you do not align your decision making with that particular purpose consistently, then even if you are making great quality products and offering great services, you will not succeed in long term. You will not be able to inspire your customers, and thereby you will not be able to build an inspiring company. This book is also packed with some real-life examples of innovators, companies, and leaders, which will make an interesting read. Start With Why has compelled organizations and leaders worldwide to think more in terms of purpose and values rather than only focusing on making profits. Now, I read this book a few years back, and recently I was thinking of rereading this stuff once again. Now, although I make notes while reading books, but I thought there are some great case studies and examples that I just should refresh. But reading the same book once again, this entire thought kept me delaying my plan. And just then I got introduced to Shortform, and just in a matter of days I was able to finish this entire book yet again. And even though I was reading the same stuff yet again, I got so much value out of my time even in the second read, thanks to Shortform. Now, Shortform makes the world's best guides to non-fiction books. They are like book summaries on steroids. They are super detailed, so you get the book's key points at a deep level. They have interactive exercises to help you apply the ideas that you have just learned, so you don't forget them like how I do when I read book. They also add smart insights like connecting what one author thinks about another author. You end up understanding the ideas at such a deeper level and building these awesome connections between ideas. Shortform also covers a wide range of topics like business, health, self-improvement, lifestyle, education, science, technology, politics, and many, many more. It really helped me a lot when I was reading Start With Why once again. For example, when I was reading this chapter 3, this golden circle, the guide helped me so much to quickly cover the key points instead of presenting me an ebook. And at the end of every chapter, it was making me do this exercise, which helped me a lot to remember and apply what I read. It was also putting all the case studies mentioned in the book in this kind of a dedicated box, which made reading so much easy. Like this particular case study of Walmart given here. In the original book, this particular case study is given in fragments in both chapter 11 and 12, and both this chapter covers over 25 pages. However, Shortform captures all references across these two chapters and present it in this one place. Awesome, right? But that's not only it. Shortform publishes new book guides and articles every week, and subscribers get to vote on what books to cover. Yes, you heard it right. If you are a subscriber of Shortform, that means that you can request for a particular book to cover if you do not find that book in the Shortform library. For instance, when I saw Sadhguru's Inner Engineering book is not there in Shortform library, I just created a support ticket asking them to cover this book, and on the very same day, they sent me a prompt reply stating that they have shortlisted that particular book to cover in the upcoming days. Cool, right? Now, Shortform currently is offering annual as well as monthly subscription. And if you are a Let Us Read viewer and a Let Us Read subscriber, then you can just click the link that's flashing on the screen and you can get 5 days of unlimited access to Shortform. And if you like it and if you decide to subscribe, then you get an additional 20% discount on annual subscription, only if you use this particular affiliate link. Alright, time for number 1. Now, number 1 on this list is a pretty unusual entry, but I personally rate this book very, very high, because it not only helps people to understand the secret of long-term success, but this particular book also is a tremendous value to all the parents, because it helps them to understand what are the key areas to focus on while raising their kids, so that they are set up for success in their life. This book I'm talking about is none other but Angela Duckworth's Grit: Why Passion and Resilience Are the Secret to Success. Personally, this book made a tremendous impact on me, since it changed a lot of the things I thought about natural talent versus hard work and persistence. Angela Duckworth has a BA in neurobiology from Harvard University, an MSc in neuroscience from Oxford University, and an PhD in psychology from the University of Pennsylvania. She was also awarded the prestigious MacArthur Fellowship. In her book Grit, Angela takes on a very, very challenging subject. Many of the society's leaders, innovators, creators, and successful businessmen are lauded as great geniuses. But Angela argues that talent and intelligence matters less to success than grit. The book is a mind-blowing exploration of what grit is, where it comes from, how it drives success, and how can you develop it. It also gives practical guidance on how parents can instill grit in their children. One of my favorite lines from this book is, "Do not praise skills, praise behavior." It gives you compelling case studies to understand why even if you're talented, but if you lack grit, you will not taste long-term success in life. And if you're less talented but you're high on grit, you can still taste success. This is a must-read book for all leaders, all parents, and all those people who thinks that success depends on raw natural talent alone. A highly recommended book from my end. Alright, now that completes our book list. Now comes the part where I promised to you that I'll let you know the process and the technique to make some very good decisions even before buying a book, to decide which book to read and which not to, so that you save your precious time. And the answer I found was in Shortform yet again. Now, whatever book you want to read, search for that book in Shortform first. And no, you do not have to read that entire book guide, but Shortform gives you a one-page book summary which takes around 5 minutes to read. And if that particular book summary makes you think that you want to read that entire book, then go for it. Buy that book and start reading. I really wish I got introduced to short form long back. I could have saved so much of my precious time. But now I know the process, I know the techniques, so I'm going to use this to make some better judgments in future. I hope you'll be also using this. If you like this particular video and you want to keep watching my content, then I recommend you to click on this video next and start watching. I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.